Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck. Hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack. Starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack. Produced by Barry Laminack. Directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. And this is episode number 895 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. I was able to look directly in the camera and do all of that. I don't know how I had all that memorized, but I'll be damned. Look at that. Son of a gun. I don't know why I had all that. Usually, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what show number it is. I had it all down. Feeling good. That's it's pretty good on my part. Not going to lie. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it doesn't take much to impress me, obviously. But, yeah, did it. Nailed it. Shut up, FJ. FJ said it only took 900 times. False. 895. Suck it, nerd. By the way, shout out to FJ. Or should I say, old man FJ. He told me a story that he definitely should not have told me. By the way, he came to the Hop Scholar show on Saturday. Big shout out to him for doing that. He was telling me a story about how his shoulder is all fucked up because he reached in the back seat to get something. That's it. That's the whole story, folks. That's it. Yeah, remember, some of you might, some of you won't. Well, some of you might remember a story from back in the day when I did radio. When I threw my whole ass back out, putting my drink on the top of the car. That's it. Just taking the old drink and just going, whoop, whoop, and just doing that motion. And I was like, and then that was it. I was cooked for like weeks. And everyone made fun of me. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, old man Laminack threw his back out. Hilarious. Well, my. How the tables have turned, FJ. Ha ha. Welcome to the old man club, Mr. Jimenez. Slowly but surely, each one of you old ass bitches is good. It's going to happen to each of you. It's going to. And I can't wait. Now, you won't tell me because you're cowards. Cowards. You won't tell me. But it'll happen. It will happen. And I hope when it does, I hope the pain has the heat from 1,000 suns, just shoots through your body. I'm just kidding. But I thought it was funny. He was like, yeah, I just reached in the back seat and it was like, oh my God. Oh, and his shoulders all jacked up. You just never know. Nora's like that. She'll be like, I'll just go to do something. Like today, we didn't have steak last night. As we were going off the air, old man in Seattle was arguing with me about how to cook a filet. We ended up not doing that. We ended up just having pizza. So we're going to do steaks today. So I ended up setting up the water for the filet. because I'm going to sous vide it, whatever. But I went ahead and got the water ready now before the show started, so that like at break, I'm going to take a break at 4 o'clock and go start the water, throw the steaks in, and they'll be done by the time the show's over at 5. And then I can just char them and we're good to go. But I fill it up. It's a lot of water. I mean, it's a big plastic tub but I could just hear Nora in my head because I filled it up on the counter and then I picked it up and I reached across the counter to set it down. And I could just hear Nora going, "Don't do that. You're gonna complain about your shoulder hurting and your back is gonna be hurting and blah, 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 blah." And it sucks because she's right. She is. I'll do something stupid like that and I'll be down for a week. It sucks. I have a sore hip right now and I have no idea why. Right? Welcome to the old man club, buddy. Welcome to the old man club. I do a bit about that where it's like you just wake up with a pulled muscle. You have no idea why. It's like, did I run from you in my sleep last night? What? Did you whoop my ass while we were asleep? Why are my muscles sore from sleeping? I pulled a muscle sleeping. Why? How? How is my hamstring sore from sleeping? This is some old people shit. It doesn't make, I didn't even get the foot cramp thing. It's just a sore leg muscle from sleeping. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. So, let's get to it, man. We got some stuff to do today. Lots to do. So, checking in. I got Keith Sager over on the YouTubes. What up, Keith? Good to see you. AJB in the building. What up, homie? What up, Rudy Rob? Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. Back the fuck up. FJ's in early on the Twitches. Bitches. FJ was not first, though. Turns out Alex Villanueva was first. Yeah. Alex Villanueva was in first. Then it was PP Dubs. And then it was John Dorier. And then FJ. Yeah. There you go. And then Tony the Handsome. And then Nightbot. Well, actually, Nightbot was first. Actually, no, Nightbot wasn't first. Stream Elements was first. Technically. But who else is in? John Dorier, Uriel Villanueva. What's up, big dog? Mimi! What's up, memesters? Brian Pettit in the building. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Alex said, what I win. What do you mean? What do you win? What do you mean, what do I win? What I win? What ooh win? What? By the way, Alex, FYI for you and everyone who won money in the BOD Pick'em. Jen should be, if she hasn't already, Jen should be giving out the money. So you guys all paid her. So I don't have the money. So she will be distributing the money for everybody. So if she hasn't done it yet, I'm sure she will get to it sooner rather than later. So yeah, I just don't have the money in my account. If you won fantasy, I need your email. I gotta make sure. Let me see. Maybe everybody sent it to me on Discord. Oh, for being first, you win absolutely nothing. Okay, good. Titan Hugo, I don't have Venmo, but my email is. Okay. Do you have Cash App or Zelle? Way to make it hard, Titan Hugo. Way to make it difficult. Still in the that sucks. Sorry, I just saw Robert Likes Beers note. This is just so depressing. He's GTSS. 1,000%. You guys reach out to him if you can. On Discord or privately or whatever, but yeah, dude's going through it. And it sucks. And Chris from Sam Houston. I got his Venmo and his email. Okay, cool. I'll be getting those refunds processed. And I just need skiggities. So I've got Titan Hugo. I've got Chris. I just need Clarence and Skiggity. Yeah. So we just need that and I'll be good to go processing all that shit. So much. My sweet King Zaba. Huh? Oh, is that Robert likes beer? He's Zaba? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Yes, check. Well, don't check, but I'll get with Jen because she hasn't sent me my money. So I know she hasn't sent it all. Brian Pettis said I went back to back in my work football leagues. That's dope, dude. That's really good. That's really good. Do they pay you in your work leagues? Do you like get money for winning? What up, Heartthrob? Good to see you, big pimpin'. What does this say? Keith Sager said last Tuesday's snow day. Back gave out, could not walk for 2 days, and it's still sore as hell. No clue how it occurred. Was it sexing? Huh? Was it doing the old... Okay, sorry. Oh, that's inappropriate. Not appropriate. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Stop it. Not okay, Laminac. Nope, a free lunch. Well, that sucks. That's all you get is a free lunch for going back to back. That's stupid. Heartthrob said also Tuesday update. I'll see your ragged ass in Tulsa. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's going to be fun. That's going to be real fun. And you're going to miss Super Bowl. And I don't give a fuck about watching. Is it bad? Let's have a real chat. Let's have a real talk. And we're going to get to the games. We're going to get to breaking it down. We're going to talk about all of the stuff surrounding what happened this past weekend in the NFL. We're going to do all that. I promise. I don't want to watch it. I don't care. I really, honestly and truly, and I mean this. Oh, Heartthrob, love you, buddy. I mean this. And I'm not saying this because I have a gig. I promise you, if I was staying home Super Bowl Sunday, I would not watch it. I am tired of the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sick of watching them. I'm tired of Travis Kelce and his act. And Taylor Swift. I'm tired of Patrick Mahomes and his wife and his brother and him and his fake ass. And I said fake ass. And I'll tell you why I think he's fake here in just a minute. And you might not like it, and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it before Spoon gets here, but when Spoon gets here, he can let me have it if he don't like it. Andy Reid to me right now is really the only likable thing about the Kansas City Chiefs. And it goes all the way to and it's still, he's just hanging in because of the punt, pass, and kick thing. Because I really started to hate him after the Fumblerooski commercial. I was in on the Spicy Nugs commercial. You know what I mean? Like that was hilarity. That was fantastical. But then the Spicy Nugs commercial came out and I was like, man, fuck, I wanted to flip the table. I was like, yo, this sucks. This sucks. This is stupid. Stupid. And so it's like, I am sick of all of it. All of it. And I'm not really an Eagles fan. There's nothing, like, there's nothing to root against when it comes to the Eagles. Like, but like, I'm apathetic to the Eagles. I'm loving the Saquon Barkley story, right? How amazing would it be if Saquon Barkley becomes the Super Bowl MVP? If they win, he rushes for 200 yards. He carries that team like he has all year. He's the reason they win, right? Game-winning drive. He busts a big one. Touchdown. Eagles win. Game over. And it's all because of him. And the Giants cast him aside. And he becomes a Super Bowl MVP and carries his team to the Super Bowl. Amazing year. And in a year and in an era where running backs were thought to and are thought to be disposable. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole reason he's not a Giant, is because the Giants were like, we're not paying that much for a running back. We can get a running back anywhere. We're not paying that much. That's ridiculous. Oops. Oops. You're bad. You're bad. You're bad. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's as a candidate for MVP. You're bad. He's carried the Eagles on multiple occasions. And the defense is playing well, but I'm just like, I'm apathetic to the Eagles. There's no, if the Lions had made it, I might be in. If it was Lions, Bills, if it was Bills, Eagles, I would be in, because I would want to see Josh Allen, you know what I mean? Like, and Saquon Barkley, that would be fun. If it was Ravens, Eagles, but I don't give a fuck about the Chiefs anymore. I just don't. I'm tired of watching them play. I'm sick of it. Kind of like every other baseball fan in America is fucking sick of the Astros, but I'm sick of the Chiefs. Okay? So if you're out there in viewer land, listener land, or whatever land you consume this show on, and you're like, you're a fucking hater, and you're not an Astros fan, I want you to think about what I just said and how much you fucking hate the Astros. And now you understand where I'm coming from. If you hate seeing the goddamn Astros in the American League Championship Series and the World Series, then you understand the same kind of hate I have for the Chiefs right now. Not to mention the fact that the refereeing has just been atrocious in Chiefs games. And their personalities and everything else that goes along with it is just awful. And I'll get to why I'm out on Patrick Mahomes now. I'll get to it. It was one minor thing that I guarantee you nobody noticed. I'm done. I'm done with him. But I'm just on the Eagles. So I don't really give a fuck about this Super Bowl. I can watch all the commercials on YouTube. So I'm not interested. I saw an article that said this might be the most watched Super Bowl ever. I didn't read it because I was like, whatever. But The Athletic apparently has an article where the headline at least says someone seems to think this might be the most watched Super Bowl ever. Maybe I should read the article, and not just read the headline, because maybe that's not what it is. I don't know. Oh, look, Jen just paid me my pick'em payout. Love you, Jen. She must be listening. Her ears are burning. Well, it looks like pick'em payouts are getting paid, folks. So yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm out on this Super Bowl. And if America's in, great. Taylor Swift will carry some of that viewership. But I have a feeling if Taylor Swift wasn't involved, I really have a feeling the numbers would suck. And I truly believe that. CC said, let me pause the treadmill. Fuck the Eagles. Oh, I get it. Yeah, Keith said, I got tired of seeing TB12. I get that too. Oh, really? I didn't know that, AJB. Aaron said Super Bowl's on Saquon's birthday. Oh, even better. Now that would be dope. He said it's probably the same feeling people have seeing the Astros. Oh, yeah. Great minds think alike, Keith. What up, Flip? Damn these team calls. Kickers aren't real, CC. I understand now. Yes. Amy said, if you think about the Giants did Barkley a favor, they didn't have the best offensive line in the NFL to run behind. Facts. Oh, no doubt they did him a favor. No doubt. His career would be squandered. I mean, that team was going to suck with him or without him. He went to a contender and made them legitimately a Super Bowl team. They were already going to be a contender, but adding Saquon Barkley made them a Super Bowl team. So, yeah, I agree with you, Amos. They did him a favor, 100%. 100%. Now, let me tell you why I'm out on Saquon Barkley. Where did my notepad go? Son of a bitch. I'm trying to make my notes here. Let me tell you why I'm out on Patrick Mahomes. So, I've grown tired of Patrick Mahomes in general because you get tired of seeing the same guy win. He was really likable in the beginning. He was fun to watch. He was dynamic. It was an underdog story, right? He was doubted coming out of college. Some of the things that people said about him, boy, were they wrong. He ended up being the best quarterback on the planet and still is. Yes, I acknowledge Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback on the planet. There was a stretch where it didn't look like he was. Most of the year, he has not played like it. But then you get down to the playoffs and you can't deny his greatness. I won't say best quarterback on the planet. I won't say that. I mean, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are playing at such a high level. Such a high level. But you can't deny Patrick Mahomes' greatness and ability to win. And so when he first came into the league, just fun to watch, you know, with the underhanded throws and the creativity. And he was just happy-go-lucky Patrick Mahomes. And then his brother got some shine. And it really started because his brother was rude to people. Remember, his brother was at a restaurant and was a dick to people throwing his money around. I'm Patrick Mahomes' brother. Fuck you. I hope all four tires go flat on your car, you asshole. So that got a little annoying. His brother did the dance on, what's his name's number on the field. Like, it TikTok dance. Like, it just got, okay, you know, you can't pick your family. You don't get to choose your family. So I'm not going to hate. It's not his fault that his brother's a fucking dweeb. But it got annoying a little bit. And then his wife came out and started pouring champagne on people. And, you know, she had her moments of annoyance. People were like sick of her shit. But it's still not his fault. And then he started getting commercials, and that's cool. You know, you got to do your thing. And it's not like his likability isn't like Peyton Manning. And I want to point that out too. People say, oh, well, it's just oversaturation. I can't get enough of Peyton Manning. I just want you to know that. I can't get enough of Peyton Manning in commercials or wherever else. The dude is just hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. I don't get tired of seeing Peyton Manning in commercials. I am tired of seeing Travis Kelce and the Kelce brothers. I am tired of seeing Patrick Mahomes. So when done, and Kevin Hart, by the way, when done right, it never gets old. The Manning brothers, I don't get tired of it. I don't get tired of it. The Kelce brothers, sick of it. Mahomes, sick of it. Kevin Hart, sick of it. But I'm just not tired of the Manning brothers. But that's just me. Again, this is just my opinion. But here's why I finally decided, fuck this, I'm out. I'm 100% out on Patrick Mahomes because he's fake as fuck. It just felt fake. Now, I've watched a lot of football. I've watched a lot of post-game on the field interviews. And I have not done any research. But while you watched the college football playoffs and you watched Notre Dame make their run and you watched, what's the dude's name? Oh, God. What's their quarterback's name? Oh, God. Why am I missing it? Riley Leonard. When you watched Riley Leonard, he immediately, at any time that there was a microphone and a camera in Riley Leonard's face, the very first thing that he did was acknowledge his faith. And he did it in a way that didn't feel off-putting. Sometimes when people do it, it feels off-putting. I'm not a very religious guy. I will say within the last 6 months, I have become more spiritual, but I'm not religious. And so when it happens, sometimes it becomes a little off-putting. But I felt like Riley Leonard, the way he did it, the way he handled it, the way he presented it, it was never off-putting. It felt like a part of him, and it felt genuine. It felt like that's just who the kid is. You know what I mean? It never felt like he was doing it because it was the right thing to do, or like it was like what people felt like it was the right thing to do, or what people expected him to do. It just felt like it was natural to the kid because he's just that good of a kid. But I've also watched Patrick Mahomes do post-game interviews, and I can honestly say I can't ever recall him doing it. Ever. Until this past Sunday. After the college football national championship, after all of this stuff, after this amazing run that Riley Leonard goes on, after all of the publicity and interviews, and after America really, in many ways, falls in love with Riley Leonard and how genuine this dude is, and then you see Patrick Mahomes with a PR crisis, and he knows it. He knows it. His people know it. So what happens when Patrick Mahomes beats Josh Allen on Sunday, and they walk up to Patrick Mahomes and they put a microphone and a camera in his face? What's the first thing that Patrick Mahomes says? First of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I've never heard that dude say that. Never. And it just felt so unauthentic. It felt so fucking fake. It felt so disingenuous. And it felt like, I know you hate me. Maybe this will win you over. Bro, go fuck yourself. I hate you even more now. Not like hate. But now I just fucking can't stand you anymore. I just can't stand you even more now. Like, if you're just be the villain, bro. Just be the villain. Wear it. Brady embraced it. Brady wanted to be, happy-go-lucky Tom Brady, the all-American, good-looking quarterback. And people were like, nah, bro, we hate you now. And he was like, bet. I'll be the fucking villain then. And he embraced that shit until retirement. And then he became goofy ass funny Tom Brady. And everybody was like, yo, I love this dude, including me. But guess what, Patrick? You ain't there yet. Right now, people can't stand you, bro. And you're just going to have to embrace it. Because that fake shit that, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus. No, bro, I've never heard him say that shit. I'm not saying he hasn't. But I cannot recall a time that he's done it until now when he's in the middle of a PR crisis and his team and him knows it. And he watches this kid win over America in defeat. Just fake. Just fucking fake. And this is, again, all my opinion, all my observation. You may disagree with it. You might think it's wrong, but I thought it was just fucking gross. Just gross. Don't use that. Don't use people's faith. Don't use that. So that's why I'm also out on Patrick Mahomes for good. And couldn't give a fuck less now. He was going to be great, but gaming the system is a punk move. Yeah, the whole flopping and shit, like it. He's still great. Don't get me wrong. He's still great. No one has ever, I think they said there's been 6 teams that have won back-to-back Super Bowls. Of those 6 teams, I think 3 of them went to 3 championship games, AFC or NFC. None of them won until Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs did it. He's great, man. Patrick Mahomes will go down as one of the great, if not the greatest quarterback of all time. Right now, it's Tom Brady. Hands down, period. Tom Brady currently sits as the greatest football player of all time. Period. End of story. But there are people coming for him. And right now, there's nobody close. It's Patrick Mahomes. And there's nobody close. Because, bro, all he's done is every single year he's been in the league has gone to the AFC Championship game. And what, 5 of those times he's gone to a Super Bowl? What? That is greatness. I'm not denying that. It doesn't mean I have to like the dude. Ugh. Let's see, what do we got here? I don't understand how the wife doesn't get that she should chill. Same. I didn't like seeing Peyton when he played. Kevin Hart was out COVID years ago. Okay. Brian Pettis, I agree. Thank you. Amy said, I've never seen Mahomes' wife or his brother. I have no idea what they look like. They've never been in my algorithm. Okay. So Dallas, enough of the State Farm crap. Agreed on never enough Peyton. Okay. I'm not going to watch because on Monday I got to get up at 3:30. Oh, Lord. You can't call in sick? See? Here we go again. Okay. Now, no political talk in the chat. I get to do this. You do not. Okay. It's my show. I get to do this. You do not. But if Trump really wants to do something for America, if he really wants to make it great again, look, bro, you had all this time. You renamed it the Gulf of America, which I think is hilarious and ridiculous at the same time. You could have taken the time you spent doing that, and instead, you could have made the Monday after the Super Bowl a holiday. That makes America great, Trump. You want the people on your side? Give me that, man. And I would be having the same conversation with whoever was in office. You got it? Also, New Mexico's fucked because they're probably next. If he just renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, I don't know what's going to happen to New Mexico, but good luck. Maybe it's just on the map, it just says TBD on the state or just a ... It's like, hey, where do you, it just says like you send a letter to somebody in Albuquerque. It's like Paul Jones, 123 Mockingbird Lane, Albuquerque, comma, ... What the shit is that? Or maybe he changes it to New America? I don't know. It's crazy. It's fucking awesome, though. Gulf of America. I think they updated Google Maps, too, to let's see. Google Maps. Didn't they update it? I want to say they updated it to show Gulf of America. Nope. Still says Gulf of Mexico. Yep. Still says Gulf of Mexico. Hey, Donna. Let's see. TD is still going to fuck that up for his students. Probably. Hey, what up, Perry? Good to see you, buddy. Pretty soon, Super Bowl will be the Sunday of President's Day weekend. 18 games, 2 buys. Could be. Could be. Very well could be. Donna, what's up, sweetie? Good to see you. Donna said, why did I think you were going to be on air with Joel today? Nope, I'm filling in tomorrow. For those of you not aware, tomorrow I'll be filling in with my old co-host Joe Blank on ESPN 97.5, 3 to 6 here Houston time. So if you want to tune in, so there will be no show tomorrow. We're back at it on Thursday, but no show tomorrow. So I guess Jeremy Branham's on the road doing U of H basketball again. So it will be myself, Joel Blank, ESPN 97.5, 3 to 6, the Killer Bees. Tune in, turn up, freak out. Hey, what up, Peaches Yogurt? What's happening? How are you? Peaches Yogurt said, this is my first stream. What? Get on in here. Thanks for joining, Peaches Yogurt. Much appreciated. Welcome to the show. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. And we talk sports and shoot the shit a lot here. And yeah, it's a fun show. We do it every day, Monday through Thursday, when I'm not sick or out or doing ESPN radio here in Houston or traveling, doing comedy. I'm also a stand-up comic besides doing this. Hey, Peaches! Thank you for the follow, Peaches. Yeah, we do this a lot. So come hang out. Just a couple of rules, just so you know, Peaches, couple of ground rules, okay? Bathrooms are down the hall on the left, the kitchen's on the right. If your name is not on the food in the fridge, don't eat it, okay? No whores after 9 o'clock, and please don't do cocaine in the bathrooms. Other than that, have a great time, man. What are my thoughts on the Super Bowl matchup? Don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't want to watch. Oh, by the way, I curse. If you're at work, you probably should put in headphones. There's adult language on here. A lot of adult language on here. Yeah. Honestly, I'm exhausted on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm out. I'm tired of watching this team play football. I'm apathetic to the Eagles. I think that this is a matchup that I don't want to watch. I think it's probably going to be a decently played football game, but I don't give a shit about it. I really don't. This could have been any other team versus the Eagles, and I'd be it. But we've got time. We've got almost 2 weeks to break it all down, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of time now breaking it down. Hell, I didn't even get to breaking down the games from this past weekend yet. So we're going to get to that first before we deep dive into the Super Bowl matchup. And I will. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm certainly going to break it down. But I'm not going to watch it. Absolutely not going to watch it. Not doing it. Hard thoughts that my Super Bowl will be over in Tulsa and then driving back home to be up at 4 a.m. Jesus. Throb. Sir. Hey, what up, Jen? Good to see you, sweetie. Hey, Justin. Swinny Poo in the building. What's up, Swinford? New Mexico will probably be renamed to East Arizona. That's brilliant. Christopher Mina, that's brilliant. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably going to be West Arizona and East Arizona. Yep. Didn't even think about that. It could be South Colorado and North Colorado. Could also be that. Justin would know. He's from Colorado. Yep. But after the Gulf of Mexico got renamed, New Mexico is fucked. All right. Let's get to some other sports. Ow, shit. Oh my God. I can't feel my arm. All right, let's get to some other sports. Let's jump into the headlines, and then we're going to get to all this crap that you see over here. But excuse the rant on why I think Patrick Mahomes is fake as fuck. Can't stand him. All right, here we go. Let's get some headlines. Yo, here's your sports headlines for the day. Alex said, hopefully my daughter has softball practice at 5:30. Fuck the Super Bowl. I see. They keep saying it's going to be watched, the most watched, and it'll be the Swifties that do it. I'm telling you, football fans, I feel like football fans are out. I really do. I feel like football fans are out. Andre Iguodala is going to be the first Golden State Warriors player from the dynasty to have his jersey hung in the rafters at the Warriors arena. They announced it. They are going to retire the number 9 jersey February 23rd when they host the Dallas Mavericks. Iguodala is just only the 7th player to have his jersey retired by the team. Excuse me. The other 6, Wilt Chamberlain, Chris Mullin, Nate Thurman, Alvin Adels, Rick Barry, and anybody know? Tom Meschery. I don't know who the hell that is. Iguodala became the first Warrior from the 4-championship Golden State Dynasty core to be honored. Obviously, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green will certainly be up there as well. So, pretty interesting. He averaged 6.9 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.4 assists in 26 minutes over 8 seasons. But he was a big part of that. He was a big part of it. So, yeah. There you go. That's one bit of news. Like a spoon. Jen, someone hacked your Venmo and sent me money. No, you get money back for the what's it called? You get money back. You get money back for the BOD pick'em. That's how it works. She's redistributing the money. Do you not remember, Spoon? Do you not remember how it works, bro? Look, I still have the leaderboard right here. Spoon, look. You get $6 back. It's right there. It's on the board. Alex won. He's going to get the $162.40. Jeff Bell, Skiggity, and Jesus are splitting the $69. I like dollars and 60 cents. And then every number that you see next to a name, this is everybody that was in the BOD pick'em. That's how much they get back. So Alex gets the $162.40 plus he gets the $13 back. That's how it works. Yeah. So that's the grand total of what you get back. So Jeff Bell will get a third of $69.60 plus $12. Spoon, you'll get $6 back. There you go. All right. Back to it. Barry, I need 400 points, then I become VIP. Nice. Very nice. Peaches said good for the totally deserving finals MVP. No disrespect, but it should have been Curry. We all know that. I mean, it's kind of like MVP of the league, right? Every year it probably should be LeBron. It should be Brady. It should be Jordan. You know what I mean? If in the finals, it probably should be Curry. It ain't going to be, but it should be. Jen said you can always send it back, Spoon. There you go. Send it back if you're worried. Alex probably cheated. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I didn't even think I got 6. Yeah, you did. Amos said finals MVP for holding LeBron to 30 and 10 still blows my mind. So you and Peaches are on the same page then, Amos. You get it. Walt said Run TMC should all have their jerseys retired. Bro, ain't that the truth, Walt? Run TMC was fun, man. For those of you that are too young to know, you just got to look up Run TMC highlights. You got to look up some Run TMC highlights. That was a fun Warriors era. I mean, they didn't win any, they didn't win a championship, but it was still, God, it was fun. They didn't win a championship, right? They didn't win a championship. Let's see. I don't think they ever did. They got to a finals, but they didn't because it was Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin, and oh God, who was the other? Why am I blanking? Mitch Richmond. Yeah, Run TMC. Yeah, they just see. Yeah, let's see. Never finished higher than 4th place in the Pacific Division. One of 2 playoff series. Yeah. Yep. But boy, they were fun. They were fun. That balling too, man. Those 3 together. Tim Hardaway was fun to watch. Mitch Richmond was fun to watch. Chris Mullin was fun to watch. But then you put them together. Dynamic. Plus the name was just outstanding. Here's some history on the nickname for Run TMC. It says Hardaway, Richmond, and Mullin began the 1991 season being called the Big Three. Midway through the season, the San Francisco Examiner sponsored a Name the Warriors trio contest. Over 1,500 entries were received in 2 weeks. The newspaper pared it down to the 50 best before presenting them to the players who selected Run TMC over the other 2 finalists, the Marx Brothers and 3 Mendes. 6 entrants had entered Run TMC, with musician Peter Elman declared the contest winner in a drawing. The name was a reference to hip-hop group Run DMC. Run DMC was one of the first rap groups that most people really took notice of. We definitely like that nickname. Remember Richmond. Former Laker Sam Perkins recalled that the Warriors even had Run DMC perform at one of the Warriors-Lakers games. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. Interesting. Yeah, no chip. Well, okay. Drake me as a Pro Bowler, I guess, as a replacement, which baffles me as a Patriots fan. Yeah, look, I don't put any stock in those replacement Pro Bowlers. They just start going down the checklist, bro. It's just like, okay. So all that means is he just gets to go play flag football in the sand. It don't mean shit. I mean, it might mean a little something on his bonus, but I think you have to be selected to the Pro Bowl, not go as an alternate even. I don't think you make, I don't think your bonuses kick in if you're, what's it called? If you go in as an alternate, you have to be selected. De'Aaron Fox is on the trade block. Yeah, we saw a little bit of that yesterday, I think. All right. Here's some news, Cowboys fans. We have some in the chat. And Bears fans. The Bears. Cowboys have hired ex-Bears head coach Matt Eberflus as their new defensive coordinator. Eberflus is going to be on staff there under Brian Schottenheimer. It says the team announced on Tuesday Eberflus served as the head coach for the Bears nearly 3 seasons, was fired on the 29th. In his first season, the Colts went from number 30 in scoring to number 10. Eberflus served as a Cowboys assistant under Jason Garrett for 7 seasons. Joined the team as a linebacker coach with Rob Ryan as a defensive coordinator. I'm curious what his connection is to Brian Schottenheimer. And I'm serious. I'm curious what his connection is to Brian Schottenheimer. And did Brian pick him? Or is this a Jerry hire? Don't get it twisted, folks. Y'all, I'm not going to redo my rant from yesterday about Jerry Jones. But I will say, it would not surprise me in the least if this was a Jerry Jones hire. It would not. It would not surprise me if Jerry sat down before hiring Brian Schottenheimer and said, hey, look, I'm going to make you the head coach, but I'm going to pick your DC, and I might pick your OC. I might let you pick them, but I'm definitely going to pick your DC. You'll have say in it, but I'll have final say. Or he might have just said, he might have vetoed. But I just feel like this is a Jerry hire. And it's not a terrible hire. Eberflus is a good coordinator. Again, guys in general, I look like I do heroin, by the way. Look at this. When I scratch my head, I got a sore there. That's a burn mark from me making, I put hamburger buns in the oven and then I dropped one down to the bottom and I tried to grab it and I burned the shit out of myself. And then the bun got stuck and caught on fire. And it was a goddamn nightmare. And so now I look like a heroin addict. And I don't know what, I think that was when I was trying to uncover Nora's cactuses after the freeze. Yeah, I just look like a heroin addict. Anyways, where's my belt? Yeah, this just feels like a Jerry hire. You know what I mean? I don't know. Cowboys are expected to hire former San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen as special teams coordinator. Sources told ESPN. Sorensen would replace John Fassel, who joined Tennessee after his contract expired. Sorensen worked with Schottenheimer with Seattle and Jacksonville. Schottenheimer is not traveling to the Senior Bowl this week in Mobile, so he can focus on completing his coaching staff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I look, if he's a former Cowboy, let me tell you something. The fact that he's a former Cowboy under previous regimes, was Schottenheimer there? Eberflus in there. Let's see. In 2016-17, he was defensive passing game coordinator. Let's see. Eberflus served as Cowboys assistant coach under Jason Garrett for 7 seasons. Joined the team as linebackers coach with Rob Ryan as defensive coordinator. Running a 3-4 scheme and remained when the Cowboys switched to a 4-3 under Monty Kiffin and Rod Marinelli. 2016-17, he was defensive passing coordinator. Anthony Spencer and Sean Lee made their first Pro Bowls with the Cowboys with Eberflus as their coach. See, I'd be curious when Brian Schottenheimer got to the Cowboys and when Eberflus left. Like, were they on the same team together? Because if not, 1,000% this is a Jerry hire. 1,000%. And I'm going to find out right. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. By God. Schottenheimer got to the Cowboys in 2022. Eberflus. Let's see. There's no way he was at the Bears. Flusy got there. Flusy left. Flusy took the Bears job in 2022. Guess what, folks? This is 1,000% a Jerry Jones hire. 1,000%. Now, unless they work together at some point, nope. I was like, they both worked for the Colts. Schottenheimer was the Colts quarterback coach for 2016, 2017. Eberflus was a defensive coordinator for the Colts, 2018 to 2021. So, nope, not there. Let's see. Browns, 2009, 2010 was Schottenheimer with the Browns. Nope. Nope. At the time, he was with the Jets. So these two have never crossed paths. So this isn't a, a friendly, I know this guy, I worked with this guy. This is Jerry Jones. 1,000% Jerry Jones. Which, again, good or bad, it's Jerry Jones. I now call Jerry's style of running the team geriatrics. Oh, nice, Walt. Total Dallas at Eberflus and Schott met in Dallas. But yes, it's Jerry's one of us things likely. No, they didn't meet in Dallas. No, sir, Bob. Not according to Wikipedia. Tough titty said the kid, but the milk keeps coming. No, sir. Right here. So here is Schottenheimer's tenure. His tenure with the Cowboys started in 2022. Right there. See? He was with St. Louis. See, right up here. He's all with the Redskins and the St. Diego Chargers. But he started with the Cowboys in 2022 as a coaching analyst. And then offensive coordinator for 2 years. And now he's the head coach. Eberflus. Right there. Dallas Cowboys, 2011 to 2015 as a linebacker coach, 16-17. Then he left for the Colts for a few years as a DC. And then he went to the Bears in 2022 to 2024. He left the Cowboys in 2017. Schottenheimer got there in 2022. Nope. So that's a jury. 1,000%. A couple more headlines for you, and then we're going to get into talking about and breaking down some of these games because I have some more bones to pick with the NFL pundits. Here's another interesting topic from the NFL. Sources are saying that Bill Belichick's son, Billy Bob, Brian Belichick, the youngest son of Bill Belichick, is not going to return to the New England Patriots in 2025. That's according to a source in the league. According to this article, it says, Belichick, youngest son of former Patriot Bill Belichick, grew up a fan of the team and spent the past 9 years on staff. First as a personal assistant in 2016, then as a coaching assistant in 2017 through 19. Then he got elevated to a safeties coach in 2020. He's been the safeties coach for the last 4 years. And he gone. Mike Vrabel said, get to stepping, man. Jabril Peppers had this to say. He just brings a different level of how he sees the game, how he thinks the game. He holds us to a very high standard and has coached a lot of great DBs back there. Patriots coaching staff is in transition. New head coach Mike Vrabel replaced Gerard Mayo. Vrabel hired former Titans and Lions defensive line coach Terrell Williams as his defensive coordinator. there was a question whether Vrabel would consider retaining Belichick and cornerbacks coach Mike Pellegrino to pair with Williams. You want your own guys. I ain't got no problem with this. He doesn't owe Belichick, Bill, or Brian anything. He doesn't owe those guys anything. You want your guys. You want your guys. You know what? Go be the safety coach at North Carolina. I don't owe you shit. Your daddy's got a job. Go work for him again. And if you're so good, somebody will snatch you up, homie. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. If you're so good, somebody's going to snatch you up. But what happens in those cases is people get complacent. It becomes one of those things where it's like, well, he's here, and boy, we owe Bill everything. This Patriots organization is, we owe a lot to Bill Belichick. Secretly, they don't. They owe it all to Tom Brady. I digress. So, as long as there's a Belichick name in the building, they always got a job with me. Vrabel was like, bullshit. Pack your shit, son. You're out. And I don't blame him. I want my people. Belichick enters his first season as head coach in North Carolina, where his oldest son, Steve, will serve as an assistant coach. Let's see. Other parts of Vrabel's staff are also being put into place. Former Bills and Jags head coach Doug Marrone and former Bears interim head coach Thomas Brown, among other key hires. On offense to work under coordinator Josh McDaniels. I could see Vrabel sticking with Josh McDaniels, though. And not because he was there, but he played on teams where Josh McDaniels was there. So there's a familiarity in a way, even though Vrabel was a defensive guy. I think he probably respects Josh McDaniels' ability to coach an offense or lead an offense. Vrabel also retained special teams coordinator Jeremy Springer. Jeremy. Oh, wrong Springer. And top special teams assistant Tom Quinn. So. Okay. Yeah, that's it. What other headline for you? Raiders owner Mark Davis said the following, kind of a weird quote. It's kind of a weird lead if you're ESPN. Owner Mark Davis said that adding Tom Brady as a minority owner brought a needed piece that's been missing from the organization since John Gruden resigned. Quote, bringing in Tom was bringing in somebody on the football side that I had been lacking having here in the organization. Back in, I guess it was 2018 with John Gruden. He was somebody that I brought in and really expected to be that person on the football side that would bring stability to the organization. He had a 10-year contract and all that. And his head was chopped off. And we were put in a really bad position as an organization. Jesus. Mark. That's aggressive wording, buddy. That's very aggressive wording. That's super aggressive. Also, he chopped his own head off. He's the one that sent the emails and the texts. Those were his words. Nobody put those words in his mouth or his fingers. I mean, those were... He did that. Say what you want. He did that. I do find it interesting, though, man. Pete Carroll came out and said something I found to be quite interesting. Spoon says somebody time out Total Dallas. Yeah. Thank you, Total Dallas. He did the comedy thing for all my current events. I haven't updated my website in forever, and I need to do that. Listen, Pete Carroll came out and said the following when asked about taking over as the head coach. That reminds me, I need to find my list that I made. I didn't have Pete Carroll going to the Raiders, I'll tell you that. But they asked him about the timetable. And he was like, we got to win now. Yeah. No shit. If ever there was a time when you didn't have time for a rebuild, it's when you hire a 73-year-old head coach. Now, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an ageist here. But when you go out and hire a dude that's 73, you don't have a few years to be like, well, we'll just play it safe and build through the draft. You don't know. He might just go batshit crazy in a year. You have no idea. No idea. When you hire someone that's 73, you are in win now mode. You are in win now crisis mode. You have to be. Now, don't get me wrong. Pete is spry for 73. Pete is a young 73. But he's still 73. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. So the Raiders better get their shit together. You ain't got time to be farting around if you're the Raiders. you got to move. Yeah, Dub said Pete's a young 73. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Total Dallas said Pete Carroll's seat is already hot. That's just the Ben Gay. His seat is not hot. That's just they put too much Ben Gay in his depends. And that's why the seat is hot. However, they do need to hurry. Okay? They're going to have to hurry. What'll be great is if he wins the Super Bowl, they're going to dump a big old thing of Metamucil on him. It won't be Gatorade. It'll be a big old tub of Metamucil. They're going to dump it right on him. He's going to be like, this is fantastic. And his teeth will fly out. And then he'll just get his little walker and he'll walk off into the sunset. Good for you, Pete. $73, man. I hope I'm that spry at 73. I don't think I will be. I'm 50 now, and I feel 73. So, you go, Pete. You go, boy. Cece said you ain't spry now. I know. That's what I said. I'm old as shit. I tried to do arm circles yesterday morning. Shit was on fire. Titan Hugo said Pete Carroll walks better than Jim Harbaugh. Ain't that the truth? Oh my God, Titan Hugo nailed it. He does. Pete Carroll is in better shape. I bet if we did a tier ranking on who is in better shape, I guarantee you, I would be willing to bet. Don't you judge me, Donna. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. This is judgment-free zone. See this square right here? Boop, boop. Judgment-free zone. Skirt, skirt, skirt. I would be willing to bet that Pete Carroll is in better shape. Oh, I would say this. I would be willing to bet you that Pete Carroll is in as good or better shape than at least 65% of the head coaches in the NFL. As good or better. I'm willing to do it. Let's go to, hold on. Let's go. Online rankings. Let's see. Online ranker. How do you do this? Online ranker. Where's that ranking thing? There we go. Tier maker. There we go. How do you, let's see. Let's see categories. Do we have a search? We do. Searchy search. NFL coaches. Screw 2023. Nope. I need 2025. Coaching hot seats. NFL coaches. Let me see if I can find 2024. Let's see. 2025 NFL coaches. Nope. I'll just go NFL coaches and see if it's updated. It's still got Pete Carroll. Tom Bowles. Nope, because it's still got Mike McCarthy. Well, there goes one that he would have been in better shape than for sure. God, there's so many young coaches now, though. Yeah, Robert Saleh's gone, so there's good. Well, no, Aaron Glenn took over for him. Yeah, so he's better shape than Andy Reid. Bill Belichick's gone. He would have beat him. Yeah, better than Harbaugh. Better than Brian Daboll. Yeah. I mean, maybe 65 was a lot. Rudy Rock, we listen and we don't judge. Yeah. We listen and we don't judge, Donna. All right, maybe 65 was a little much. Because now that I'm looking at it, like some of these folks are fired. Let me see. Hold on. List of current NFL head coaches. List of current NFL head coaches. Pete Carroll in better shape than. Here we go. Let's see if this tracks. Let me count how many. Jonathan Gannon? No. Raheem Morris? No. John Harbaugh? I'm going to say, oof, that's a maybe. I'm going to put a dash there. Sean McDermott. Probably not, right? Probably not. Is Sean McDermott in good shape? Let me see some full body shots of Sean. Do we have any nudes of Sean McDermott? Yeah, he's kind of buff. Okay. Nope. That's a no for Sean McDermott. Dave Canales, no. Ben Johnson, no. Zach Taylor, no. It's not even yeah. Let's see. Kevin Stefanski, no. Brian Schottenheimer, no. Sean Payton. See, I think he's in better shape than Sean Payton. Sean Payton doesn't look like he's like fat or anything, but I don't think he's in shape like Pete Carroll. Like, I think if they had like a exercise off, yeah, Peyton's like kind of like, he just doesn't look like he does anything. Like me. You know what I mean? He doesn't look too fat. Shut up, chat. Shut up. He doesn't look like obese like some of the coaches, you know what I mean? Like, here's a good example. Yeah. I stand by what I said. Let's see. Chrome resize. Yeah. Here's Sean Payton. Yeah, he's got a little gut. Like, he don't do nothing. You know what I mean? He don't work out. The only time he runs is to the store. He'll run to the store, get some beer, run to the store, grab some chips. You know what I mean? Not too bad, but Pete Carroll, on the other hand, you know, Pete Carroll, he's in shape like a mug. Let's see. Pete Damn, my stomach growling like a motherfucker. Where's a good photo of Pete Carroll? Bro, this man is ripped. For 73. God bless. God bless. Let's see. Pete Carroll ripped. Sexy man. Don't listen. Do yourself a favor. Don't Google Pete Carroll ripped. Jesus Christ, that's in my browser history. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Good Lord. Oh my God. I just saw shirtless Pete Carroll. I didn't need that in my life. Well, I can't find a good one, but there's just none where he has a belly. Like, it's just the man doesn't have a belly. So, I mean, he's just not big. Here, like, this is just, there's Pete Carroll right there. Yeah, he's just not big. He's just, yeah, I'll take Pete over Sean. So that's 1.5. Let's see who else. Dan Campbell? No. Agro Dan? Matt LaFleur? No. D'Amico Ryans? Shane Steichen? No. I think he could probably bench more than Shane, but he's probably not in better shape than him. Liam Cohen. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he's in better shape than Liam Cohen, chat. Look at that. Who you taking? Who you taking? Huh? In a CrossFit challenge. You taking Liam Cohen? You taking Pete Carroll. I'm going Pete Carroll on this. That's 2. Andy Reid. That's 3. Jim Harbaugh, that's 4. Sean McVay, no. Mike McDaniel. Let me tell you something. He's not in better shape than Mike McDaniel. I bet he's stronger than him. He may not be in better shape, but I bet he's stronger. And for that, I'm giving him credit. All right, that's 5. Kevin O'Connell, no. Mike Vrabel, no. He's definitely in better shape than the Saints head coach because they ain't got one. Brian Daboll, yes. Aaron Glenn, no. Nick Sirianni, no. Mike Tomlin. I will fucking cut you, truck driver Pookie. I will cut you to the core. Yeah, Tomlin doesn't really look like he's in good shape. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know if I would want to tussle with Tomlin. But Tomlin looks like he eats good. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tomlin looks like he eats good. I'm going to say yes. He's in better shape than Mike Tomlin. Mike McDonald, no. Todd Bowles, no. Brian Callahan, no. Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn. I need a full body shot of Dan Quinn. Let me type in Dan Quinn nudes. Yes, he's in better shape than Dan Quinn. There it is. That settles it right there. Look at them titties on Dan. Look at them. Look at that. Look at those set of boobs. Look at that. Yep, he's in better shape than Dan Quinn. All right. Pete Carroll, by my tally. Pete Carroll is in better shape than 8.5 coaches in the NFL at 73. That's not bad. It's not the number I thought it would be. I thought it would be higher. I said 65%. It ain't that. Not even close. Shut up, Spoon. Spoon said, Barry and Pete sitting in a tree. Barry has a crush on Pete. No, I don't. I just, I seen the video on Twitter. Justin said Sean Payton's been smoking the devil's lettuce and eating munchies. He ain't in shape. Hey, facts. Facts. Hey, what up, Dre? Good to see you, man. Doctor is in, and Pete Carroll has nothing on my Pookie. Let's see. That's right, Pookie. I see you've been working on. The NFL really don't have all the old gym teacher looking coaches anymore. They don't. They don't. You're right, Amos. I was surprised when I started looking. I was like, damn. There's like most of these coaches are young and in shape. Yep. I told him, I said, Sean spent how many years eating in New Orleans? No way he's in shape. Boy, ain't that a fact? Ain't that a fact? I just Googled Pete Carroll, no shirt. Not that bad for 107 years old. Yeah. I don't need that. I didn't need it. Hey, what up, Joe Pro? Good to see you, buddy. So Flip said, who's in the best shape? The Dan Campbell? No, that's much tougher. Now that's a tougher. Yeah, that's tough. Because, gosh, it would maybe be like, D'Amico, really good shape. Matt LaFleur's in good shape. Dan Campbell's in good shape. Dave Canales is in good shape. Shit, who else? Yeah, it might be Dave Canales. Raheem Morris is ripped. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are in good shape. Matt LaFleur, like I said, D'Amico. Yeah, that's a much tougher one, I think. Mike McDaniel, he's not even fat. Kevin O'Connell's in good shape. So, yeah, I don't know. That's Aaron Glenn now as a coach. That's a tougher pick. That's a much tougher pick. So, good luck with that. Yeah, everybody's saying Sean McVay. I don't know about that. Does Tomlin know about you and Pete? Shut up, Total Dallas. Mike McDaniel versus Pete Carroll boxing match is something I would pay to see. Oh, hell yes. So would I. McVay. Yeah. See, you guys say Matt LaYum. Damn it, CC. Ugh. Anthony Weaver. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Well, it's just head coaches, though. So we should do a tier system on this. We won't do it today because I still got shit to get to. But Andy Reid. Andy Reid can still play linebacker. Andy Reid's in shape for punt, pass, and kick still. They should do Coach 40s at the Pro Bowl. Goddamn, Walt, that's genius. And I thought tackle darts was genius. That is genius, bro. Coaches 40 times at the Pro Bowl. I'm in for that. I would watch. That's what they should do. They should make the coaches AFC versus NFC flag football. I'm in. Now, obviously, you can't have Pete Carroll out there running routes. You'd have to have a defibrillator on the sideline. And it's a whole thing. But that would be fun. Oh, you're so smart, Mr. Football, smarty pants coaching guy. You get out there and do it. Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a hoot. That would be a hoot. All right, let's talk about these games that we didn't get to yesterday that occurred on Sunday. The Philly Washington game was just an absolute blowout. Philly dominated. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a blowout. So many torn ACLs, no doubt. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a blowout, honestly. I think what you saw, one, what's been carrying Philly all year. Saquon Barkley and that Philly defense. Jalen Hurts had a good game. Don't get me wrong. But that Philly defense played exceptionally well. And Barkley is Barkley. And yeah, told Don said never seen a blowout on the first play. It's phenomenal. And well, Flip said we all saw the blowout coming. Commanders. That's the thing though. That was a 12-5 team. That was a 12-5 team. That I have underestimated that team all season. And I had sworn that I wasn't going to do that this time. And the one time that I don't is the one time I should have. But this was a team that was 5-3 on the road, 7-2 at home. I mean, the Eagles are 8-1 at home. They were 6-2 on the road, but the Commanders weren't a bad road team. 5-3 on the road. They were a plus 94, so they played good defense too. But it's just that, I mean, Philly just overwhelmed them. It was 14-3 after the first quarter, and they never looked back. And, I mean, Philly has 7 rushing touchdowns. What? 7 rushing touchdowns. Here's what's crazy. Philly has 3 ways that they can beat you. They do 3 things that they're going to beat. 3 ways. Hey, Don! Donsky, sir. Thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the show. Don, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. This is Barry on Deck. We talk sports. We have a good time, hence the tagline, fun sports talk. We bullshit a lot. We talk a lot of shit, but we have a good time doing it, man. Welcome here. Welcome into the program. What? Not enough disk space to continue recording. Well, go have sex with yourself, stupid computer. What? Kiss my ass. Yeah, but we have a good time, man. So I appreciate the follow. Thanks for hanging out. I didn't get to it yesterday, so we're kind of breaking down the NFL championship games from the AFC, NFC, since I didn't get to talk about it yesterday. But Philly really just, I won't say they're a 2-trick pony, but one, they got a hella good defense. They got Saquon Barkley, and they got the tush push. That's it. I mean, they give it to Barkley. If it's 3rd and short, you got to stop Jalen Hurts in the tush push. If it's 3rd and goal, or if it's, 1st and goal, whatever it is, if they're on the 1-yard line or the 2-yard line, that's a touchdown. If it's a 1 or 2, if they need 1 or 2 yards for a first down, that's a first down. And Barkley has turned out to be a big play guy, a chunk play guy. Most teams look to their passing game for that. It's been Saquon Barkley. It's crazy. And A.J. Brown is still, he's still a force. You still have to game plan for him. Dallas Goedert's a player. But that's their 1-2 punch. It's Saquon Barkley and the tush push. It's crazy. And then their defense gets after you. And they held a good Washington Commanders team to 15 points in the first half, 23 overall. Jaden Daniels had 255 yards passing. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Just wasn't a good. He was 29 of 48. He took 48 attempts. He was playing from behind the entire time. It was ugly. And yeah, Jared said I loved Washington's approach to the tush push. They had a stop there. They had a stop. They did decent. I think even Kansas City had a stop against Buffalo. But overall, somebody said it on here, it feels inevitable when it's Philly. So Philly didn't, there's not a ton to break down. It was just ugly. But the KC Buffalo game, that's a different story. And I want to start by saying something that I'm absolutely, really and truly, I'm kind of sick of hearing people say this, because it's really not fair to him. Spoon, here we go. Oh, you missed earlier, Spoon. You definitely missed it earlier. But it's really not fair to Josh Allen. But I have heard, it's kind of like the narrative that we have to hear about Lamar Jackson. And now we still are hearing Lamar Jackson can't win in the playoffs. Baltimore not advancing wasn't Lamar Jackson's fault. Period. Lamar Jackson played his ass off. Buffalo not advancing is not Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen can't do any more than he's done. Josh Allen can't block for himself. Josh Allen doesn't play defense. Josh Allen doesn't play special teams. Josh Allen plays the most important position on his team. And every time that they have faced the Chiefs, he has damn near played it perfectly. And yet they've still lost. Now, some of that credit goes to Patrick Mahomes. We talked about it earlier in the show. He's great. He's probably going to go down as the greatest quarterback to ever play the game when it's all said and done. He's not there yet. It's still Tom Brady, but he's on his way. But Josh Allen can only do so many things. So what I'm tired of, and what people need to stop saying, is that Josh Allen is 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. No, he's not. No, he's not. I think that's an unfair assessment in this particular situation. A lot of times we love to have these quarterback matchups. We love to say, well, they're 1-1 against each other, or 0-4, or 4-0. And that's a fun way. We always give the wins and losses to the quarterback. Well, they're not goalies. And they don't play defense. Josh Allen didn't allow 32 points. Josh Allen didn't drop a first down pass that would have put him in field goal range on 4th and forever. Josh Allen didn't miss blocking assignments when the Chiefs blitzed, including a corner blitz. I mean, there's a ton of reasons. So I just think, especially in this scenario, it's very unfair to say that Josh Allen is 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. I just like it's unfair to say Patrick Mahomes is 4-0 against Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes is 4-0 against Buffalo. That's a fact. Patrick Mahomes is 4-0 against Buffalo. Yes. In fact, I'd go as far as to say, and I'm good with you saying, Patrick Mahomes is 4-0 against Sean McDermott. Yep. Big facts. Accurate. No problem with it. None. But it is not fair, and I don't think it's okay, to say he's 4-0 against Josh Allen. Josh Allen has really outplayed him in all of these matchups. Except, it's really, the last one came down to who had the ball in their hands last. For fuck's sake, this is the reason we have new overtime rules. That team went back and forth, back and forth. Patrick Mahomes had the ball with 13 seconds left. That's not Josh Allen's fault. That's a defensive failure. That is a defensive failure. And it's Patrick Mahomes' greatness. But it has nothing to do with Josh. He did his job. But they pin that loss, and then they go to overtime. Josh Allen doesn't get to touch the ball, which I'm so glad they changed that rule because that was bullshit. And it is bullshit. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it is the Chiefs. It's football. He should have had a right to try to respond and touch the ball. But he didn't, especially in a game like that when it was back and forth, back and forth. The Bills' defense lost that game. Spoon, you can roll your eyes, bro. It just so happens it's the team you cheer for. But this could be any team. I promise you. It just happens to be your team. If this was the Patriots, would you roll your eyes? No. If this was the Steelers, would you roll your eyes? No. If this was the Cowboys, would you roll your eyes? No. Because I'm talking about your team, it's an eye roll. And I understand that. I get that. But I am literally talking about, I am just coming from a football perspective, a fan's perspective. They got that right by changing the overtime rules. There's no reason that the Bills shouldn't have gotten the ball back in the playoffs in that situation. But again, we've got to stop saying that Josh Allen is 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. No. And we've got to stop saying that Patrick Mahomes is 4-0 against Josh Allen. No. Patrick Mahomes is definitely 4-0 against the Bills, and he's definitely 4-0 against Sean McDermott. 100%. But I don't agree about the other stuff. Perry said 2 drop passes. You got another Chiefs Super Bowl. Yep. And there were some questionable calls. Like, Total Dallas said that corner blitz killed him. The 3rd and 1s and the 4th and 1s were killer. Yep. Chiefs nutted up on defense. I will say, I thought he had that first down. I thought he had the first down. You look at the overhead cam, which they never showed you again. They showed it one time. It looked to me like he passed across the line of game. Josh Allen, first down, all 22. Let's see if I can find that. But when they showed the overhead, which they only showed once and never went back to it, and I may have it on my Fubo. But it looked to me like he had it. Spoon said what happened to the Chiefs versus Brady. I did not complain because them's the rules and you should take care of business in regulation. I disagree though. I've always felt like that the overtime rule of first score wins is stupid. I've always felt like that's a dumb rule. There's no other sport where a sudden death like that. Like in baseball, there's a top of the inning and a bottom of the inning. In basketball, everybody touches the ball. You have a full length of, whatever. In soccer, penalty kicks. In hockey, everybody's touching the ball until somebody scores. Literally, football is the only sport where you never have a chance to be on offense. You never have a chance to score based on chance. A coin flip. We're talking about career defining moments that come down to ding. What the fuck is that? It comes down to a game of chance. That's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. I don't care who the fucking teams are. Every other sport, both teams have an opportunity to control their destiny on offense. Amos said, nah, we're not moving the goalpost for Josh. Peyton Manning got the same treatment Josh got. Josh got to take the criticism. It's part of being the most important player on the field. Nope. Disagree. Here's why. Hasselbeck, we want the ball and we're going to score. Here's the thing. It was always Brady versus Manning. Yeah. I agree with you on that. But I feel like with Josh Allen, he's doing so many more things. He's running the ball. He's scoring with his feet. He's the passing game. I mean, it just feels like there's nothing else he can do. And look, Manning did all he could do. He's not a mobile quarterback. He obviously did what he could do. But there's also times when you look up and you watch Diggs dropping passes. You watch all the other shit that's gone on. There's nothing else that he can do. And dare I say, I'd love to go and look back and see what the numbers were for Peyton Manning in the playoffs versus Tom Brady. I don't know. All I know is Josh Allen is damn near perfect. And I have video evidence of that to back it up. There was this video that I found really interesting. It was actually kind of sad. And it really speaks to what the organization and what Buffalo has and has not done for Josh Allen. Josh Allen is Phillip Rivers. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Spoon said they didn't change the rule after Brady. I don't understand your point. But I don't know what you mean by that. Rivers is undefeated against Peyton in the playoffs. Yeah, Josh Allen is not Phillip Rivers, not even close. But this was a podcast or something that somebody did, and I found this to be fascinating. Listen, you kind of have to listen closely, but listen to some of the stats and some of the things that this guy talks about in regards to Josh Allen. And I guess this is like a Buffalo guy. Yeah, Spoon said we're going to debate this in person, sir. Fantastic. I'm always down to debate in person. It doesn't scare me. You think this scares me? You think I don't debate in person all the time? Sir, trust me. It doesn't scare me in the least. But check this out. Listen to this in regards to Josh Allen. Check this out.
This is the most catastrophic failure of an athlete that I've ever seen in my lifetime. What has happened to Josh Allen over the last 5 years now, specifically what has happened to him when he goes up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Against the Chiefs in his last 3 playoff games, Josh has 931 total yards. He has 9 touchdowns. He has 0 turnovers. He is number 1 all-time in total yards per game in the playoffs. He is number 1 all-time in touchdowns per game in the playoffs. He is number 1 all-time in passing touchdown interception ratio in the playoffs. He is number 1 all-time now in total touchdown to turnover ratio in the playoffs. And here we sit yet again, man. You look back at these moments, the failure with 13 seconds, the Diggs drop last year, among numerous other key drops by receivers and supporting cast players last year, the Tyler Bass missed field goal last year, which would have tied that game up. And this one, man, that is such a special throw that Josh Allen finds a way to make. I mean, that is a vintage Spags blitz. You cannot dial up a more disruptive play call than that with your season on the line. He puts that ball in a spot where it hits Dalton Kincaid in both of his hands, man. It's just unbelievable. Like, I actually can't wrap my head around it. This is a guy who has been failed more times than anybody else I've ever seen in my lifetime. At some point, somebody has to go out there and make a play for Josh Allen. There's just no question this is one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen, one of the greatest playoff performers we've ever seen. And if anybody looks at this performance and says, oh, well, you had to do more. How many? He hasn't turned the ball over in 3 games against them. He's averaging over 300 yards per game and 3 touchdowns. And in every one of those games, he's made the play. Josh Allen has been robbed, and the day is going to come. The day is going to come when Dalton Kincaid makes that catch, or Diggs makes the catch, or Bass makes the field goal, or the defense gets a stop with 13 seconds. But it hasn't come yet, and it's just devastating.
What's wild is at the beginning, listen to the stats that the man rattles off. That's what blew my mind. The other stuff is his opinion. You can agree, disagree, or whatever. But listen to the stats that he rattles off about Josh Allen in the playoffs. Just listen.
Here's now specifically what has happened to him when he goes up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Against the Chiefs in his last 3 playoff games, Josh has 931 total yards. He has 9 touchdowns. He has 0 turnovers. He is number 1 all time in total yards per game in the playoffs. He is number 1 all time in touchdowns per game in the playoffs. He is number 1 all time in passing touchdown interception ratio in the playoffs. He is number 1 all time now in total touchdown to turnover ratio in the playoffs. And here we sit.
That's crazy. If all those are facts, if all that checks out, you tell me. Now, I didn't see this video until today. Yesterday, I planned to talk about this and stop saying he's 0-4 against Mahomes and Mahomes is 4-0 against him. But then this came out and I was like, oh, this really, really validates my thoughts on this. That's mind blowing. Those stats, mind blowing. And it does suck, but you know what? It's a team sport. It is a team sport. And in that regard, you're only going to be as good as your team. And when you're the quarterback, you're going to get all the glory when they win. Patrick Mahomes gets all the glory. Patrick Mahomes ain't out there stopping Josh Allen on 4th down. Patrick Mahomes ain't out there, blitzing Josh Allen. But he gets the glory. And when you lose and you fail as a quarterback, you're going to get all of the failure. And that's what Josh Allen is getting. And it's also true with Lamar Jackson. Mark Andrews dropped a ball, a 2-point conversion that would have at least sent the game into, or would have at least tied the game. Now, Josh Allen would have had 1 minute and 33 seconds to respond. All he had to do was get the team into field goal range. It's not his fault that the ball was dropped. It wasn't a great pass, but it was a catchable pass. But here we are saying Lamar Jackson can't win in the playoffs still. Not his fault. But that's the narrative. So, I'm sure if we look back on some of the Peyton Manning games, it's probably the same as true. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if we look back on that, but I didn't have a show during the Peyton Manning era. Let's see. I'm sure we could look up his numbers in the playoffs. Let's see. Peyton Manning, Pro Football Reference, game logs, playoffs. It's hard though because you don't know Like, was he playing from behind? Was he playing ahead? Yada, yada. Let's see. Peyton Manning, year 1, 227 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, lost to Tennessee. Oh, here, I can just share this. That's probably easier. Nope. Where the shit is it? Oh. Nope. Okay, I gotta go all the way down. There we go. Yeah. First year, 19 of 42, 227 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. That's the first time he made the playoffs. Completed 45% of his passes. Next year, loses to Miami. 17 of 32, 53 yards, 194, or 53% completion, 194 yards. 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and loses. 2003. What the hell? It's the same. Oh, it was 2 different seasons. I was like, it's the same year. 2003 season. They make the playoffs, so they missed it in 2002, 2003. 14 of 31, 45%, 137 yards. Something happened in 2004. He figured it out. That is for damn sure. 84% completion percentage in 2004 versus Denver. 377 yards, 5 touchdowns. 304 yards against Kansas City, 3 touchdowns. And then he goes and plays the Patriots. 237 yards, completes 48% of his passes. 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Shit the bed against New England in the Super Bowl. Following season, he comes back, 458 yards against Denver in the AFC title game. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Super Bowl, 238 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Shits the bed. Next year, gets bounced against Pittsburgh. 290 yards, 1 touchdown. No interceptions. Following year, beats Kansas City, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Gets by somehow. Well, on defense, 23-8. Defense holds up again, 15-6. He goes 170 and 2 interceptions. Figures it out against New England, 349 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and then wins the Super Bowl, beats Chicago. 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but the defense holds Chicago to 17 points. So he finally has a good win over New England in 2007. 2008, loses to San Diego. Throws for 402 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 310, 1, 246. Let's see, lost to New Orleans. Had a good game. Lost to the Jets and didn't. Lost to Baltimore. 2 interceptions. That's a decent game. Lost to Seattle. Didn't have a good game. 280 yards in the Super Bowl. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Lost to Indy. Didn't have a good game. And won the Super Bowl. Didn't have a good game. And but he was past his prime there. That was all defense right there in Denver. I mean, these are not stellar numbers in the playoffs by any stretch. Peyton was not a good playoff quarterback. I mean, looking at it, not in the later rounds, that's for sure. B. Hanna said I was at the game in 2008. Nice. Well, he put up some hella numbers and lost. That's crazy. Yeah, B. Hanna said he wasn't the reason they won in Denver. Hell no, he wasn't. Hell no, he wasn't. So, no. Playoff Peyton's numbers weren't pretty. Speaking of moving the goalpost, don't move the goalpost on me now, Amos. You just threw that comparison out. I looked up the numbers. You said Peyton doesn't get a pass. And then I looked it up, and his numbers are trash against Brady and in the playoffs. Josh Allen, we just established his numbers are stellar. Don't move the goalpost on me now, player. Tight ends ended Lamar and Allen's season in the same year. Isn't that wild? Walt said, I just have to say that the whole QB versus QB thing is made up for entertainment purposes. They literally have no effect on each other. That's my point. That's part of my point. No, I get it. That's part of my point. That's what I said. It's not like they're goalies. I mean, goalies have a 1-loss record because they actually defend the goal. They're defending. Yeah, that's Spoon, Allen apologist live. Oh, poor Spoon. That's funny. As for the game itself, I kind of felt like I kind of feel like Sean McDermott didn't do enough in game. I kind of felt like Sean McDermott didn't. I think for me, it almost felt like that he just said, "Oh, we have Josh Allen. We'll just let Josh Allen do Josh Allen things." And I get that. He's done that all year. But at some point, you have to coach. And at some point, you have to start making some serious adjustments to what's happening in game and recognize some tendencies, or I don't know. But it just felt like there were certain things that just kept happening over and over. And I think he got out coached. Andy Reid's a master at that. Most guys get out coached by Andy Reid. Most guys do. And Steve Spagnuolo. That dude is a hell of a DC. Hell of a DC. That's another one. I don't think he'll ever be a good head coach, but he should be the highest paid DC in football every year. Every year. He's kind of like, to me, he's like the modern era Wade Phillips. Wade Phillips was a beast as a DC. Terrible head coach. But God, forget it if he's your DC. You got you one. It's kind of the same with Romeo Crennel. Yep. Spoon said Andy rolled out a formation that people never seen before on that last first down for the Chiefs. Yeah. And the same was true on that 4th down call when they went for it. When they quick snapped it, brilliant. Brilliant. They walked up the line, quick snapped it, bootleg, toss play. I mean, it was just, that's Andy Reid out coaching Sean McDermott. Yeah, that's one of those things where you have to either there's film on it or you have to be prepared for it. Or you have to at least acknowledge that it could happen as a head coach. Hey, you got to have some lane discipline. We've got to be alert for this. We've got, you know what I mean? Like you've got to, I don't know. You've got to be ready for everything when you're playing Andy Reid, when you're playing the Chiefs. He's a master. And then you have a guy like Patrick Mahomes with all the skill in the world back there pulling it all off. They're going to be tough to beat. But Philly's defense and Shane Steichen, Philly's defense is really good. They're not, let me see if I can pull up the stats here. Hold on. Let me see. I said Shane Steichen. Joe Sirianni. Did I say Shane Steichen? Or did I say Sirianni? What did I say? In my head, I'm thinking Sirianni, but I think I said Steichen. But it's Sirianni. Let me see. Where's the... Okay. Stats. Now post game. regular season team. There we go. Yeah, I said Steichen. Yeah, I meant Sirianni. Y'all know what the hell I meant. With all these variables, we still say Allen versus Mahomes. Yeah. Philly's D is one of those that can win a championship. Yeah, it's definitely good enough. You see right here, 2024 regular season, Philly gave up 17.8 a game. That's good for second best in the league behind the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense is no slouch. They gave up 19.2 a game. I mean, these are two of the best defenses in football. There's a reason these teams are in the Super Bowl. And I don't think enough people are talking about the Chiefs defense, me included. Like, this is, you know what I mean? We'll talk about Philly's defense and we'll talk about Patrick Mahomes and whatnot, but that Chiefs defense, they'll get after you. Steve Spagnuolo is the man. And they deserve more praise and more credit as well. I mean, they were fourth best in the league in points allowed. They only gave up 101 rushing yards per game. So they were pretty stout against the run. That was good for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th best in the league. It's pretty good. It's pretty
good. It's pretty good.
Philly wasn't far behind. Philly only gave up 104 yards rushing. So they were 10th best in the league. Passing is where these two teams get separated on defense. Philly only gave up 174 yards passing per game. Kansas City gave up 218 yards through the air. So a little more susceptible. But that's not what Philly does. Philly's a run-first team. So, I mean, they'll throw it around. Don't get me wrong. You know, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, and Jalen Hurts, they'll air it out a little bit. But, yeah, I already showed that. Points per game, Philly was second in the league at 17.8. Kansas City was fourth at 19.2. So they both, and that's the one I look at the most. That's the one that matters. That's the one that matters. All this other shit, I don't care how many yards you give up. I mean, that's yards don't win you games. That's why whenever I look at these stats, it's always points allowed. Always. But to give you an idea of how these offenses and defenses might operate, you take a look at those and then you go, oh, okay, well, if, you know, Philly likes to run the ball, which they do, how is that going to stack up against the Chiefs defense and how are they going to hold up and blah, blah, blah. But overall, because a lot of times you end up with, if you give up a lot of passing yards, but you're not allowing a lot of points, that's what you call a bend but don't break defense. Cliche. That's the guys who give up a bunch of chunk plays and then get down to the red zone and buckle down and give up field goals. Texans. Offensively, well, we've already looked at this. Points per game. Eagles were scoring 27.2 a game. Kansas City was scoring 22.6 a game. Kansas City running the ball 105 yards a game. Philadelphia averaging 179 a game. Passing yards per game. Let's see. Both of them very low. Kansas City, 222 a game. Philadelphia, 187.9. So almost 188. So there you go. B. Han said, you guys excited for D-Hop or Jalen being a Houston guy? No. D-Hop's not a Texan. So I could really give a shit. I mean, this would be like, that's the equivalent of if J.J. Watt was playing in the Super Bowl as an Arizona Cardinal, or if Hakeem Olajuwon were playing for an NBA title as a Toronto Raptor. I could give a fuck. Like, if it don't say Houston on the chest, go fuck yourself. Honestly. And that's just where I'm at. I don't have a loyalty to those players. Spoon. I am Behannon. Don't let Barry bully you. I mean, he asked the question. I gave the answer. I'm not bullying him. It's an answer. Don't ask the question if you don't want the answer. I don't give a fuck about D-Hop. It says Kansas City right there, not Houston. Fuck D-Hop. D-Hop, I-Hop, Bunny Hop. I hope they all lose. Fuck them. Jalen being a Houston guy, again, I mean, that shit, you know, I think it's cool when Houston guys get some run. But overall, there's so many Houston and Texas players in the NFL. It just becomes kind of like, yeah, blech. I mean, it's just not a big deal, I guess. It's whatevs. So, yeah, I'll tell you this, it ain't gonna be enough to get me to watch the game. That's for sure. I still don't give a shit about this game. Alex and I just want my numbers to hit. Oh yeah, that's the only. I'll have a board, but that's the only thing I'll be giving a shit about. So Eamon said Nick Wright said that was a play they ran once in week 8. Again, if that's true, coaching. So I say, at some point, again, we you know, and I don't want to beat this dead horse, but all the blame keeps getting, you know, heaped upon Josh Allen. At what point does Sean McDermott get labeled as 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs? Because that's not what gets talked about. The defense is not what gets talked about. It's all Josh Allen. And what more can that guy do? Honestly, for fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake. Spoon said, for real talk, towards the end of the game, I felt we should have lost. Lamar wasn't going to win regardless. You don't know. I mean, chances are that Ravens secondary wasn't going to be able to stop the Bills from marching down the field and at least getting in field goal range. Stranger things have happened. You never know. Nick Wright has so much time to review footage. CC said, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl just like I have watched every other Super Bowl. That's good, CC. Good. I probably won't even record it. I mean, my wife will end up recording it. I really cannot find the care in me. I can't find the care in me for this game. Maybe something will happen. I don't know. Dave said, yeah, a Houston guy that went to Alabama and Oklahoma. Get the fuck out. Wall said Chiefs only scored over 30 points once this season. So, yep, the D is good. Let the record show Walt said, yep, the D is good. That's the only takeaway from that whole thing you need to know. Quote, Walt Walker, quote, yep, the D is good. Exactly, Spoon. Pause. Yeesh. Walt, what are we doing, bro? What? Walt. What, bro? What's going on, Walt? Just leave that up there for a while. Oh, by the way, I missed Total Dallas's 100 bits. My bad, bro. I apologize for that, Total Dallas. Thank you for the 100 bits, sir. Appreciate you on that. It's very kind of you. Very much appreciate that. Hold on, let me just get this all centered up here. Let's see here, folks. Just moving things around here a little bit. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh, gotta reset that. Nothing to see here, folks. Nope. Okay. Told Dallas said, check the film on Dalton Kincaid, not on the catch he didn't make, on the lack of push he gave on the 4th and 1 tush push. Oh. Yeah. Is that what, Spoon, is that what you were talking about, the Dalton Kincaid thing? I really do want to see the overhead shot because I really feel like that was the overhead shot. Bills, Chiefs, 4th and 1. Oh, here we go. Josh Allen sneak rolled short on controversial 4th goal. Looking at every angle. Overhead view of Josh Allen on that controversial 4th down call. Oh, is this it? Oh, yeah. Who are you cheering for? What the fuck is this? Why, sir? Why hast thou forsaken me? What was the line to gain? What was the line to gain, sir? Let me see. Yes. So it looking like. Nope, that's not it. It would appear the line to gain was the 48. Yeah. Wasn't it the line to gain, the 48? Wasn't that where he needed to get to? I believe it was. No, the catch before the 4th down. 2 truths and 1. Joe Rosen, if ever there was a Super Bowl half-ass sidecast, that'd be the only entertainment. Oh shit. Spoon, what are you going to do, brother? Be careful, man. Be careful, pimp. Oh, nice. Cisco, welcome in, brother. Welcome in, brother. Hold on. I just got reminded of something. I'm going to lay on it. Don't do that. Amos said Nick Wright is such a Casey homer. I believe he's watched every game 3 times. Oh, that's disgusting. Is he really? Yuck. Donna said, what else is going to go with the queso dip, chicken wings, onion dip, potato salad, and beer? Ooh, Donna. Is this the menu? Is this the menu, Donna? Is this the official Sweet Donna Super Bowl menu? Huh? Is that the official Sweet Donna Super Bowl menu? Queso. Is it queso or is it real queso? It's not the Jared Taylor queso, is it? Wings. Onion dip. Potato salad. And beer. Okay. Donna said, might be plus some more junk food, real queso. Nick and I would have been good friends, but I missed him by a month or 2 at 6'10". Oh. Cece said, copywritten, so don't copy me. CC Caucaso was so fantastic. I'm telling you, man. You come up with some of the best shit. Cisco said William Chris Wine will go with all that, Donna. Look at Cisco in here hustling. Okay, good. Real queso. Titan Hugo said, speaking of sidecast, are you doing a Super Bowl sidecast this year? Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him? I throw my whole phone. I throw everything. Who's going to tell him? Goddamn rascal. Let's see. What could go with queso, wings, onion dip, potato salad, and beer? First thing I would do... queso, wings, onion dip, potato salad. You got a lot of starches. You got lots of starches and cheese and... Spoon says burgers. That's not a bad idea. Potato salad is kind of random on that menu. Potato salad is party food at your house, Donna. Donna says sausage jalapeno balls. Walton. Walton said Bills do the tush push with touchdowns and Katie in the backfield pushing. Brother, no. Brother, no. Yeah. Jalapeno bacon wrap. My potato salad is always requested. But to get on it, got to go regional Phillies and barbecue. So what I was thinking is taquitos. You could do taquitos with this, Donna. Because what you do is, you've got you can get taquitos with ground beef in them. Because you've got chicken already with the wings, right? So you've got an onion dip. So you've got chips. You got potato salad. But if you did like a ground beef taquito, you could dip that in the queso as well. But you could do taquitos. Yeah. I do taquitos. Also margaritas. No, Alex said keto. What? No. You're the good potato salad family member. Got it. Yes. Pulled pork quesadillas, brisket quesadillas. Yes. Yep. Flip gets it. Any food dipped in queso. Exactly. You get it now. Ooh, Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Damn, son. Yes. So Titan Hugo, no, I'm not doing Mina nailed it. Pulled pork sliders sounds pretty amazing on this menu, Donna, for real. For real. Pulled pork sliders? Uriel said more beer. Yeah. All that sounds delicious. I'm hungry as fuck now. I'm like super hungry. So no, Titan Hugo, not doing a sidecast. One, I'm going to be on the road. I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma doing a comedy show during the Super Bowl. Two, even if I wasn't, I'm not watching this game. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. Just sick of the Chiefs, apathetic on the Eagles. And for that reason, I'm out. Frog legs in honor of Mahomes' voice. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Cisco, that's hilarious. God damn, Cisco. That is hilarious. Oh my God. So funny. All right. Spoon said, would you watch it with me if I came? No. I'm going to be on stage. And then when I'm done, no. I'm going to go smoke a cigar. I'm going to drink. No. I don't give a fuck about this game. Fuck this game. I do want to talk about what Flip brought up. Oh my God. Y'all, I keep telling you, and you keep not listening. Spoon said, the fuck your show. I would hang out with you, Spoon. I would smoke a cigar with you. I hung out with you and drank with you the last time I was up your way in Wichita for hours on end after a show. Exhausted. Had the best time. I would do it again, but we would not have the game on. Absolutely not. You could have it in your ear. You could have a little earpiece. I am boycotting this game. I'm not doing it. I love you. I'll hang out with you, but we would not have the game on. So now you would have to choose. Is it me or the Chiefs? Oh, hating Asbury. Yep, you got it. You got it. You missed the whole beginning of the show, didn't you, Mark? You missed the whole rant at the beginning, huh? You just gonna roll into the chat, call me a hater. You missed the whole first hour. Kiss my ass. But we do need to speak for a minute about the fact. Oh, wait, I didn't show it. I did not show it. Shit. I talked about it, but I didn't be about it. Hold on. Here it is real quick. Chrome resize. Scoobity boop, boop, boop. Bam. First down. Should have been a first down. This is the replay they didn't show again. Should have been a first down. That's what I saw when they showed it. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be a first down. When we come back from break, they'll overturn this. 100%. From this angle, first down. From this angle, when they showed it on TV live, I just knew it was going to be a first down. And that's not my Chiefs disdain. That's nothing more than watching it going, oh yeah, it's first down. Nope. That you guys had three peats are once in a lifetime. Yeah. Don't care. My wife watches zero football all year. She wants to go to Super Bowl parties. Oh, nice. So last night, while you were asleep or ignoring it, your Houston Rockets rolled into Boston and took out the Boston Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling you, but they went all Britney Spears and oops, they did it again, folks. Oops. They did it again, y'all. The goddamn Rockets are legit. And oh my God, am I going to act ignorant tomorrow when I fill in for Jeremy Branham on the Killer Bees on ESPN 97.5? Oh my God. I've already said it on Twitter, did a shot across the bow and tagged him on it. He knows. I'm going to get ignorant tomorrow. I'm going to get absolutely ignorant. He's going to get mad. I can just tell you now. Because he's already like, slow down, cowboy. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This team has beaten Memphis twice. They just swept the season series with the Cavs. And they just beat the defending champs on their own court. They just beat the Cavs and the Celtics on the road back to back. That is not easy for any team to do, much less a young team who's still finding their identity. Let me tell you something, man. Everybody else can keep sleeping on this team if they want to, but when we get into the playoffs and this team starts rolling, fuck all y'all. I don't want to hear shit about anybody hopping on this goddamn bandwagon. No. It's bullshit. You know what's going to happen? It's going to be the same shit with the Astros. Motherfuckers are going to be lifelong Rockets fans since 2025. I'm going to stick a rocket up everybody's asshole.
@total_Dallas.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was hoping somebody would time his stupid ass out. Jesus. Serves him right. Did somebody get him? My chat is way behind. Yup. Who got him? Did somebody get him? Oh, I'll get his ass. There we go. Total Dallas. Timeout 10 minutes. Oh, CZ got him. Never mind. Got it. Yeah, this is, look, man. And you know what is crazy? Is right now, Alper Sengun is the best player on this team. Right now. I really think, and maybe it's just a short-term thing, but it's very possible, especially if he figures out how to shoot. But if Amin Thompson gets an outside shot, look the fuck out. If that kid becomes even Perry, if that dude becomes even respectable from the outside, fuck. I mean, Jalen Green's the best scorer on the team right now. Alp's the best overall player. But right now, through this stretch, Amin Thompson has been playing his ass off. He's just a beast right now. He's waking everybody up. And everybody's like, oh shit. Oh shit. He's finally starting now because Jabari Smith is hurt and been on the mend. So Amin got moved into the starting role. And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I hate to say this. I feel bad for Jabari Smith Jr., but I think he just got Wally pipped. I'm not going to lie. Mark it. Clip it. Put it down. 4:56 p.m. Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Jabari Smith Jr. may have just got Wally pipped by Amin Thompson. How do you take that dude out now? How do you take him out of the starting lineup? I get it. You got the Terror Twins, and that's great coming off the bench. Bump that, fam. Bump that. Tari Eason can sit there and fight for Sixth Man of the Year and probably deserve some of it. There's no way. I'm messing with this chemistry. 2, I'm taking Amin Thompson out of the starting rotation. That dude is a starter. Period. End of story. End of story. Did I say Jabari Parker? I meant Jabari Smith. Whatever. If I said Jabari Parker, I meant Jabari Smith. You know what the fuck I meant. That look. When you find there's a reason you drafted him, right? And you knew that it was going to take some time for him to develop. And I tell you what, just watching him last night at the free throw line, you look at his body and you're like, oh, he's getting that NBA body. Okay. He's starting to muscle dudes. When you combine that with what Alex just put in the chat, his energy, his defense, now that he's packing on a few pounds of muscle, bro, this is going to be scary. Amen Thompson's real. And you got Al P. I mean, that play with Al P on the inbounds was just fantastic. Fantastic. And Dylan Brooks knocking down 10 threes is insane. And playing defense. And the beautiful thing about Amen Thompson is he hits the game winner. But let's not forget, he wants to guard the team's best player. He's a menace on defense. They talked about the game against the Cavs a couple nights ago. He literally had 3 or 4 plays that saved the game. Literally keeping the ball alive for the Rockets. The same thing happened against the Celtics. He literally trailing the play. Came out of nowhere, if you watch the game, on a block. And then kept it in bounds. The dude is phenomenal. If you are not watching the Rockets, just like I said several years ago when Al P started playing, and I said I would trade everybody on this team but Al P and start over. And this was before they had drafted Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson's that dude. I wouldn't trade everybody on the team now. They got a squad. But back then, watching the Rockets was tough, but Al P was worth it. You just watched him and went, man, this kid can play. Amen Thompson alone is worth watching the Rockets. His hustle, his energy, it's just fun, man. He's just fun to watch. Chris said he's second best player from that draft. He has to start. I don't disagree, man. And I feel bad for Jabari Smith Jr. because he's no slouch. But who you going to bench? Yeah, Alex had credit to Ime giving an opportunity to take the last shot. He has his confidence in him. Credit him for taking it too. Some people might have dished that off. We really didn't have a choice. So Alex said if he gets stronger in the offseason. Oh, and he will. And that's the thing. You can already see he's starting to develop. Like I said, he's going to be scary. Titan Hugo said the next Kawhi Leonard. Now, hold on, Cowboy. Let's slow down. I don't know who he is yet. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know yet. But he's fun, though. Fun. Yeah, Amos said, or you have a certified scorer off the bench for the second unit. No. Are you talking about Jabari? Or Amen? I'm not taking Amen Thompson out of the starting lineup. I'm not messing with this chemistry that this team has right now. If you just beat the Cavs and the Celtics back to back, I'm not messing with that. That ain't easy to do. That is not easy to do. In fact, we're going to get out of here in just a second. I am going to go make steak for my baby. Look who sits atop the Eastern Conference. Cavs are 37-9. The Celtics are 32-15. The Rockets are 31-14. Yeah. Rockets are 8-2 in their last 10. That is best in the Western Conference along with Phoenix Suns. Not too shabby. Over in the East, the Pacers and the Bucks are both 8-2 in their last 10. Okay. I mean, look, take that all day, every day, right? They are 6 games behind the Thunder. They're a plus 5.8. And that's the only concerning thing is I'd like to see that number improve. Their offense is a little... Their offense still leaves a little to be desired. Oh, fuck. I forgot, Perry. We're going to have to do that Thursday. God damn it. I keep forgetting. I gotta put something that reminds me on Tuesdays because I should have ended at 4 and then we do the private hour. We'll do it on Thursday. I promise. We haven't missed a week yet. I'm not going to miss a week. We're going to get it in every week. Yeah, Jabari's going to come off the bench. Jabari will be 7th man in the rotation unless Tari gets hurt. But yeah, this team has the 3rd best record in basketball. Yep. 689 winning percentage. That is good for 3rd best in the NBA. I'm going to act so ignorant with Joel tomorrow when him and Sean Mapes trying to tell me this team is not a contender. They just beat the 2 best teams in the East on the road, back to back. They're 16-6 away from home. That's a contender. That's contender level shit. So, Chris said, I don't think Jabari knows he's getting supplanted. He's cheering too hard for Amin from the bench. Yeah. Well, I will give him credit. To a man on this team, they always say it's about the team. And I think Ime Udoka has them bought in on that. That it's like, it's not, they have a saying. I heard them say it once. It was like, it's not, if not me, then who? It's not me. It's like, well, it's something like, if not me, then who? But it's always us. Or something like that. And I think they're all bought in. I mean, it shows. So it was something like, it was like from one night to the next, there's always somebody that's going to shine, but it's always us, right? Or some shit like that. I don't know. There was a saying that they had. It made a ton of sense. So they're always happy for each other. And that's part of the buy-in. That's part of the genius of what Ime Udoka is doing with that team. So, all right, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go make some steaks for my wife. Travis Mannion. If not me, then who? Yeah, but it was, I got to look that up, CC. But the Rockets added to it. But it was something about, but it's always us or something like that. It was pretty deep. All right. So tomorrow, no show. I will be on ESPN 97.5. If you are here in Houston, you can tune in. If not, I think you can listen on Twitch, ESPN 97.5. I won't be looking at that chat because it's toxic as fuck. And all of their Twitch people hate me, so I don't even go in there because it's pointless. I'm not going in there to listen to a bunch of dipshits talk shit. But we'll have a good time. I'm going to mess with Joel a little bit, have some fun with that. But we always have a good time, Joel and I. So tune in for that. And then we're back on Thursday. And I promise a private hour. I will not forget. I have not missed a week yet. And I shan't do so now. Other than that, let's get the fuck out. Got through everything I wanted to today. Pat myself on the back. You guys, my beard is getting so long, I've had to start putting wax and oils in it. Yeah, that's right. Suck it, nerds. Hey, thank you, Joe Pro. Love you, buddy. Hey, Joe Pro's a damn fine show, Mr. Laminack. Fuck Joel up tomorrow. Well, we're going to try. He definitely knows more about basketball than me, so I'll probably end up looking like a fool. But who gives a shit? I'm going to give it the old college try. Thank you, Uriel. Appreciate you, buddy. Honestly, I can't wait for the Killer Bees tomorrow. It's gonna be so funny. He's gonna be all on my ass once I start in on him. Ooh, Flip said Bryce Harper beard balm is the best. Well, at this point, I'm just rubbing chapstick on it. One step at a time here. Let's not act like I'm ZZ Top up in this bitch. Hey, Perry, love you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. All of you, be safe. All of you, be kind. Most importantly, love each other. I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye. Shut up, Titan Hugo. Kiss my ass. And he's making a YouTube video!